Ever feel like you're constantly fighting an uphill battle? Well, what if I told you the solution isn't some massive life overhaul, but something way, way smaller? It all starts in the first hour of your day. Let's dive into this powerful system for taking back control, one simple habit at a time. Does this sound familiar? You wake up, and before you've even had a sip of coffee, you already feel tired. Your mind is all foggy and distracted, and those big goals you've set for yourself, they feel impossibly far away. You are definitely not alone in feeling this way. But here's the thing I really want you to hear. This isn't some personal failure. You're not broken, you're not lazy. The problem is the system, or lack of one, that you're running on autopilot every single morning. And the best news? You can absolutely fix that system, and you can start today. So let's get right into it. Habit number 1 is all about mastering your clock. This is the bedrock of discipline, okay? It's not about becoming some superhero who never sleeps. It's about setting up a non-negotiable foundation of control that you can build the rest of your life on. It's literally the first promise you keep to yourself each day. Look, forget those extreme productivity gurus for a second. The magic isn't in the specific time you wake up. It's all about the consistency. When you wake up at the same time every single day, and yup, that includes weekends, you're not just training your body's internal clock, you're training your mind. You're proving to yourself that you can follow through on a promise. You are building undeniable self-discipline from the very moment you open your eyes. All right, so see how this starts to build? Now we move on to our second habit, winning the first hour. You're up consistently, which is already a huge win. But what you do in those next 60 minutes, well, that's what will either set you up for a day of focus and victory or a day of just pure distraction and frustration. And what's kind of wild is just how big this problem is. A staggering 90%, that's 9 out of 10 people, lose their morning before it even gets started by doing one simple, seemingly harmless thing, reaching for their phone. The second you grab that phone, you're basically inviting the world's chaos right into your brain. Emails, notifications, social media, they immediately hijack your focus. They drain your mental energy, and they just shatter any chance you had at clarity. You're starting your day reacting to everyone else's agenda, not setting your own. And that, right there, is why the rest of the day feels like such a struggle. And this just lays it out perfectly. It's the choice you have. On one side, you've got a mind that's been hijacked and drained before you've even brushed your teeth. On the other, a mind that's full of clarity, energy, and focus. The only difference? Keeping your phone out of arm's reach for that first critical hour. This says it all, doesn't it? You have to protect that first hour like your life depends on it. Make your bed, drink a glass of water, just stand in the sunlight for a minute. These small, deliberate actions cement your control and set the entire trajectory for the rest of your day. Okay, so you're up at the same time, you've avoided your phone, fantastic. Now we're on to habit 3, activate your body. This step is all about flipping that switch, the one that turns on your body's natural energy source and tells your brain, hey, it's time to perform. Now, we're not talking about some grueling, hour-long workout here. The goal is simply activation. I mean, think about it. We spend all night lying still, so our system is pretty much dormant. A little bit of movement is all it takes to jolt it awake. 10 push-ups, a 5-minute stretch, a quick walk around the block. That's really all you need. This is this simple, powerful biology that's at play here. The moment you start to move, your entire system gets the signal to wake up. It actually helps lower your morning cortisol levels. That's your stress hormone. Endorphins, your body's natural mood boosters, they flood your system, and your energy just switches on. Motion creates emotion. If you want to feel alive, you've got to move. Your mind and your body are now activated. Incredible. So it's time for habit 4, fuel for control. This is all about giving your body the right kind of fuel to keep that momentum going instead of setting yourself up for that inevitable crash. This chart just shows it perfectly, the 2 paths your morning energy can take. Most people start with sugar, cereal, pastries, a sugary coffee, and yeah, you get that massive spike. But that sugar rush also triggers a huge insulin spike, and that is what causes the inevitable focus-killing crash. Protein, on the other hand, that gives you stable, sustained control. So just remember this. Protein is your fuel for mental and physical endurance. By stabilizing your blood sugar, you get to avoid that 10 a.m. brain fog. It keeps you feeling full, it feeds your muscles after that morning activation, and it literally sharpens your mind for the day ahead. Greek yogurt, eggs, a protein shake. Just choose your fuel wisely. And now we've arrived at our final and maybe most impactful habit. This is the one that separates people who are just busy from people who are truly productive. It's all about using your morning's peak resources to do the work that actually moves your life forward. I want you to think of your willpower like a phone battery. You wake up and it's at 100%, fully charged. But every email you check, every little decision you have to make, every notification you see, it drains that battery, bit by bit. The problem is, most people unknowingly waste their full charge on low-impact, reactive busy work. So, here's the secret. Before the world gets a chance to drain your battery, you have to attack your most important task. You know, for one, that project you've been procrastinating on, that difficult conversation, the work that truly matters. Use your peak willpower on your peak priority, and I promise you'll make more progress by 10 a.m. than most people do all day. As we start to wrap up, I really want you to see this clearly. Mastering your clock, winning the hour, activating your body, fueling for control, and attacking your hardest task. These aren't just 5 separate tips. They're a powerful, interconnected system where each habit actually makes the next one easier to do. Real meaningful change, it doesn't happen in one big, grand moment. It's forged in the quiet discipline of these small, daily actions repeated over and over and over again, especially when no one is watching. Your future is being built brick by brick, every single morning. So the only question left is this one. Now that you have the blueprint, the system for building a life of control, focus, and momentum, what are you going to choose to build with your morning?